Imagine this. What if I told you there is a simple, natural and almost unknown way to multiply your desert roses without using hormone, without spending on expensive products and still greatly increase the chance of each branch creating strong roots? Hard to believe, right? But that's exactly what you will discover today. What I'm going to show you makes, in just a few weeks, those carefully cut branches begin to create vigorous roots, the kind that hold firm, ready to become beautiful flowering adult plants. It's as if nature had created a natural accelerator, and it has always been there, within our reach, it just needed someone to reveal it. But before showing you this method that will surprise you, I want to invite you. If you love desert roses, if you like learning tricks that really work, go ahead and follow the channel right now and activate the bell. Here I always share real techniques, used by nursery growers, that anyone can apply at home. Did you follow? Then now, let's go to the secret. Get ready because what I'm going to say may seem unusual at first, but when you understand the logic behind it, everything becomes perfectly clear. The ingredient that turns a simple desert rose branch into a cutting with a huge chance of rooting is chayote. Yes, that's right, that same chayote used in soup, sautéed dishes, steamed. But why does this work so well? Let's go step by step. Chayote is one of the most water-rich vegetables in nature, almost 95% structured water, a light water full of minerals and organic compounds that plants absorb easily. When you place the branch in direct contact with the chayote, something extraordinary happens. Keycap 1 perfect hydration for rooting. The chayote releases moisture little by little, directly to the base of the branch. Not too dry, not soaked. The exact balance that prevents the cutting from rotting and keeps the tissue alive for weeks, long enough to root. Keycap 2 gentle and constant nutrition. Besides structured water, chayote contains light carbohydrates, natural sugars, amino acids, B-complex vitamins. These compounds act as an initial fuel for the cutting. They give energy for the cells to start the transformation process into new roots. Keycap 3 natural protection against fungi. And there is a detail few people know. Chayote has compounds with mild antifungal action. In other words, while hydrating and nourishing, it protects the base of the branch from the most common fungi that cause rotting. It's like a complete system: hydration, nutrition, protection, all in a single ingredient. Now that you understand why it works so well, I'll show you the exact step-by-step to do at home. Step 1. Choosing the right branch. Select a semi-woody branch, firm, healthy and about the thickness of a pencil. It should be between 15 and 20 centimeters. Use clean scissors and make a diagonal cut to help root formation. Step 2. Preparing the branch to root. Place the branch in a shaded and ventilated place for 24 to 48 hours to heal. This time prevents rotting when it contacts moisture. Remove the leaves from the lower part and leave only 2 or 3 at the tip, cutting them in half if they are large. Step 3. Preparing the chayote. Choose a firm chayote, wash well and cut lengthwise in half. On the cut side, make a small hole 5 to 7 centimeters deep, just wide enough to hold the branch. Step 4. Joining the branch to the chayote. Insert the healed branch into the hole. It must stay firm, without wobbling. The chayote will maintain moisture and provide natural nutrients to stimulate rooting. Step 5. Planting in the substrate. Prepare a pot with drainage and a light substrate, plant soil plus coarse sand plus coconut fiber or pine bark. Bury the entire chayote, leaving only the branch outside. Firm the substrate and water lightly, just to settle the soil. Step 6. Initial care and location. Place the pot in a place with bright indirect light, away from direct sun in the first weeks. Ideal temperature: 25 degrees Celsius to 30 degrees Celsius. No strong wind or air drafts. With these simple care steps, the branch begins to root naturally. The chayote maintains the perfect balance of moisture and nutrients. In the first days, the chayote begins releasing moisture gradually to the base of the branch. This constant hydration keeps the cutting cells alive and active, preventing them from drying and dying. Between 5 to 10 days, the cells at the base of the branch begin to differentiate. Stimulated by moisture, nutrients and darkness, since they are buried, they start transforming into root cells. This is the most critical phase. Between 15 to 21 days, small white roots begin to appear. At first, they are just tiny tips, but they grow quickly. These roots absorb water and nutrients not only from the chayote but also from the surrounding substrate. At 30 to 40 days, the root system is developed enough for the plant to survive on its own. At this point, the chayote has almost completely decomposed, becoming organic fertilizer that feeds the seedling. Think for a moment. Making dozens of cuttings, all rooting fast, all with healthy roots, using only one branch from your plant and an ingredient so common it's probably sitting quietly in your fridge. An ingredient so simple no one imagines the hidden power it has. What to expect? In the first week, don't expect visible changes, and that is completely normal. The branch may even look a little dry at the tip, but don't worry. It's just natural adaptation while it prepares internally to create roots. The most important thing is not to move it, not to pull it, and not to lift it to check. Curiosity can disrupt the process. Around the second week, you may notice a subtle but encouraging sign. The branch begins to feel firmer in the substrate, without wobbling when you touch it. This is a great indication new roots are starting to anchor. Between 3 and 4 weeks comes the most exciting phase. Small shoots may appear at the top of the branch. These new leaves are absolute proof rooting worked, because the plant only produces shoots when healthy roots are working underneath. Watering during this period must be light and spaced. The desert rose prefers lack rather than excess water. A gentle watering every 5 to 7 days is usually enough, always waiting for the substrate to dry before watering again. Between 6 and 8 weeks, your seedling will already be well established. At this moment you can begin to acclimate it to more sun, gradually, always observing how it reacts. After about 3 months, the new plant can enjoy full sun. The first fertilization should be done only after 2 months of rooting, always using a reduced dose. Half of the manufacturer's recommendation is more than enough to avoid overloading the young seedling. Amazing, isn't it? A simple chayote, something so common in daily life, may be exactly what was missing to transform a fragile cutting into a life-filled desert rose. See how simple it is? Chayote creates the perfect environment for the cutting, hydrates, nourishes and protects, greatly increasing the chance of rooting. This method works for desert roses and also for other succulents. If you want to learn more techniques like this, follow the channel and activate notifications. And tell me in the comments, are you going to test this method? Have you tried rooting desert rose before? If this video helped you, leave your like. It helps this knowledge reach more people. Take good care of your plants and see you in the next video.